switch over here. And then it's going through the blue ball.
Are you sure?
Yes, that's what this thing right here says. Microphone, blue snowball.
I'm so confused now.
Yeah. Speaking of blue, we're both wearing blue. We're both matching.
I'm wearing the same thing I wore last week, actually.
I'm not. I put a real shirt on for today.
Yeah, it's almost. Is this the first time that you're not wearing just a normal black?
Well, the black shirt's underneath, so it's still there. I mean, I'm wearing it in spirit.
It's what I mean, yeah, but you're not
repping it this time.
Exclusively wearing it this time.
No, not this time. I'm not exclusive with this shirt.
You're not. Yeah, our sound's working. I finally know now.
You can hear us talking.
I can hear you talking.
All right. Awesome.
You fixed whatever. I
made it work.
I didn't believe
you.
Figured
it out. Yeah, no, he
you.
really didn't. He was fighting me on it.
We got 4 people watching, so let's be entertaining now.
We got a new record.
That's what I've just learned. All right, entertainment.
Yes, entertainment. Speaking of entertainment, we can't start with our biggest entertainment.
The blue ball.
The blue ball.
This is the blue ball.
This is this little guy right here.
That's what that means.
Can you? It actually says snowball on the back right here, and then it says blue in big letters across the front.
I think it's actually called the blue snowball, but
the brand is blue. The model is.
We've started calling it the blue ball.
Yeah, so we called it the blue ball.
So that's where that came from.
I mean, how can we?
What I'm going to say now. Let's start with our audience participation because we're at a high.
Yes.
We got almost 4 people watching.
We should have put this in the crawl.
The blue ball?
No, our participation things. People can hop in later.
Well, no,
we push a button and it switches to a crawl.
You watch now.
We'll do this next time.
You watch now and take good notes.
Yes.
So that way you can tell everybody else who comes in after this.
You should take notes.
Chris took notes.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you don't, you're just you're asking for it. But we came up with this new. It's going to be like a challenge thing, only it's not very thought out. I don't know what you win, but you get to vote.
Nobody knows.
Nonetheless. So the challenge is. We both look for the vicest headline of the week. What is the most quintessentially vice of all the headlines that we could find?
Yes. This is an update of our just vice frustrations kind of thing.
We've gone from just being annoyed at vice to...
Do you want to go first? Do you want me to go first?
Right, we both know one of ours, I think.
Yes, I think I think I do, maybe. I wasn't paying attention.
All right. Ready for number... Well, I'm going to go with my worst one first, actually.
Yes.
Worst first.
Worst first.
What it's like using Tinder in a small town.
Yeah, I think I saw that one.
So vice.
I didn't read that one, but I saw that article.
That's as vice can be.
Which I feel like to them, Nebraska, like all of Nebraska, would be considered a small town.
Yeah,
I
think if you're not in California or New York, they just assume you live on a farm.
Well, and I feel like if I used Tinder in Omaha, I'd just see people I know, and it'd just be kind of awkward.
Well, if Walden is still alive out there, if you see Walden,
if you're walking on the beach and you trip over Walden, please let us know. We haven't seen him for a while. We're all very worried.
I know he was a big Tinder proponent. So
was he really?
Yeah. Well, he could still be. Let's not assume he's dead yet.
I figured he just went to the bar and chatted up the bartenders about their club soda and whatnot. And then,
how's your club soda?
Now you want to go home with me?
Well, there's that one story where he was asking the Cuban girl. What kind of drinks they have in Cuba over and over again. But anyway, okay, your turn.
We're going to go back and forth.
Yeah.
Okay, the first one I found is driving while black. And it's a study about traffic stops as a young black man, which I just think is,
Yep, that's very good. Okay, mine.
Next.
Oh, and you guys are supposed to vote also. What's the vicest headline of all these? We'll read through them again one more time after we get through them. But, okay, number 2. The pleasure and pain of being a faux incest porn star. That's very vice. I have to.
It is.
That's where I end up on that one.
I mean,
I wouldn't read that.
And I figured incest porn would just be a thing where they just change the title and they don't really have to change much. I mean, it's I don't know.
Well,
maybe I don't watch.
It must depend on the story.
I don't watch enough at the beginning or end.
How much character development they have in the particular one. All
right. My second one was: if you think you have chronic Lyme disease, most doctors say you're wrong.
They're so snotty. They're there may be some inkling of legitimate information in there, but you just feel like I know.
They get so mad at you for it. I'm pretty sure everyone's been I think I have this disease at least once in your life.
Lyme disease.
Well, not even that, just anything really. It's I have cancer.
Wrong.
Everyone thinks they have cancer, and it's just
That's true.
Yeah,
everyone always thinks they have cancer.
Yeah.
All right, my number 1. We asked a veteran Peruvian ayahuasca shaman about dumb tourists.
Beautiful.
Veteran Peruvian ayahuasca shaman. That's a lot right there. About dumb tourists. Yeah. That's what they're asking.
I know, they started out very nice.
I was
very sophisticated with their descriptions in there, and then just dumb tourists.
All right.
My number 3 is, this politician quit his job to make room for more women. And that's...
All right. That's spicy. All right. So we'll go through them. You should go through yours. Go through your 3. I'll go through my 3 one last time. You guys vote for them, and then you might win something if we come up with a prize for next week. So.
Yeah. We still have copies of something we were going to give away on one of our other shows, you know? Some Criterion Collection DVD.
No, that's mine now.
Oh, you kept it?
Willard decided he didn't want it. So
I drove all the way up there and he wouldn't take it.
I think that's a slight stretch, but
yeah.
All right, so go through them one more time.
My 3 or number 1 was driving while black. Number 2, if you think you have chronic Lyme disease, most doctors say you're wrong. And then my 3rd one is this politician quit his job to make room for more women.
All right, mine are what it's like using Tinder in a small town, the pleasure and pain of being a faux incest porn star, and we asked a veteran Peruvian ayahuasca shaman about dumb tourists.
I'm still curious about the faux part in there. Like
well,
the faux incest. But it's porn, so it's not real incest though. But everyone knows it's not. But is the whole thing is that it's supposed to be like...
Oh, so you're saying like... If
it's another layer on top of there. It's like, is it supposed to be like they think it's incest, but it's not? But
I think it's they say it is.
I know,
like saying they're
but when they say,
or something.
I know, but everyone knows it's not going to be real incest.
Well, it's
but this is the way they label it.
Yeah, well, you'd have to talk to Vice about this one. I don't have your answers.
You need to clarify.
I don't know what's going on there.
Well, what else should we talk about? I have a few more interesting news lines. Headlines.
We're 8 minutes in. What else is there? What else is there to talk about?
I read a pretty interesting article about an ATM heist, of all things, honestly.
An ATM heist?
ATM heist took place over in Japan. About 100 people were involved. They got away with $12.7 million.
$12.7 million from an ATM?
Yes. 100 different people go into 1,400 different ATMs, all at 7-Elevens, and they used fake credit card information from stolen Ecuadorian cards.
Ecuadorian?
Yeah, And
in Japan.
In Japan. And they made it it was, I think what it was is they were switching over from the swipe to the chip-based cards. And they had all these stolen credit card numbers, and they're like, "Well, we got to use them before they're not worth anything." And so they sent all these people in, and they I didn't even realize that apparently 7-Eleven is a Japanese company.
No, I did not know that.
Yeah, me either. I was like, why is there a 7-Eleven in Japan?
That's where you get stuck.
But yeah, apparently that's.
I guess are there international franchised gas stations? Well, I mean 7-Eleven.
Besides 7-Eleven, yeah. But yeah, they make out with $12.7 million, and apparently since the Yakuza was probably involved, there's not going to be too big of an investigation, and no one's probably going to step out as to who did it. But they're like, oh, we'll look at the security cameras.
Yakuza 7-Eleven robberies.
I know, isn't that weird?
Intense.
Like it's such a strange place to rob from. Is Yeah,
apparently it worked, though.
Yeah, $12.7 million is a pretty good chunk of change.
The Yakuza is just going to, clearly they're very cocky if you can just go to 7-Eleven.
Well, they have a big presence in government and whatnot, so they're kind of like a behind-the-scenes deal. And,
ready for my headline?
Yeah, let's hear it.
All right. Scientists create human pig embryos to alleviate transplant organ shortage.
Interesting.
The chimera is alive. It's well.
Pig.
Yes. What is the chimera supposed to be? Let's break it down.
I don't remember. Was that the one with the...
Yeah, I'm thinking X-Files here, right?
Oh, I don't know. What
are you thinking of?
Isn't it it's an old mythology thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
like the Manticore and whatnot?
But they had an X-Files about it.
Was there?
Oh, that's not a pig human.
No,
okay.
That's not the pig man. Wait, so the big man's real now?
Oh, it comes up in the news, though, so people are thinking the same thing. Chimera investment stock.
That's funny.
Okay, chimera was, according to Greek mythology, a monstrous fire-breathing hybrid creature of Lycia in Asia Minor. Asia Minor. I'm sorry, everyone. The land mooning. Composed of the parts of more than one animal. Abilities.
Oh, okay.
Breathes fire.
Oh, that's it.
Based on
I like how it has a section for abilities.
Yes, breathes fire is its ability. Yeah, so there you go. That's your chimera. So it's not really a chimera.
Well, I think a chimera is just any kind of blended species. Is like
humans and pigs
for it. Yeah, but so they're gonna just grow human organs in pigs? Is that kind of the goal? And then we just farm from there?
Yeah, apparently.
Okay, I thought we were starting to print stuff.
It's an embryo.
Well, embryo preferably grows into something. I think. It's kind of
does it
the end goal of the embryo?
I don't know.
I saw a video of these students.
Just says, how do I vote anyway? I vote make room for women.
Yeah.
Just vote in the comments. Just
I think that was one of the viceiest ones, I think, because it's one of those I don't know, I don't think that's quite how politics works. You're like, I'm going to give up my job for a woman, and it's like, no, you got elected. I don't think it just works as
I'm partial to the Peruvian ayahuasca.
I like that
shaman.
one. I think I actually read that article though.
You knew where it was going.
Yeah.
But what does the veteran Peruvian ayahuasca shaman think about tourists?
Well, that they're stupid.
Okay, so that's what I mean.
That's why they said dumb.
Stupid.
It was just I don't know. What information do you really gain from reading a Vice article?
That's exactly our point. That's why we have that feature. That's why for so many years we've been doing this feature. And the Chimera, I thought, oh, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
If Walden Pond was here, he would probably have very interesting analysis on that, because I really don't. I just think, that's weird.
Yeah.
I do notice, in terms of sort of getting away from headlines, but sort of in the, like on my Facebook, for example, a lot of similarities popping up, in that it seems like everybody making movies in Nebraska right now is crowdfunding. It's crowdfunding season.
I think everybody's crowdfunding anything nowadays. I mean, I see crowdfunding for like T-shirts, and they're like, oh, we're gonna make this many T-shirts. Everyone chip in this amount, and that's it. Like,
is it like a cool design?
It was some kind of special like fabric or some shit. Like, it was just like, we're gonna use this instead, and it's gonna be better for the environment, and not using child labor. And then they probably will once they become a real company. I mean, if they become a real company.
I don't know. I'm not a fan of it for movies.
Yeah, I don't think it works well for movies, because you still have to pay your price of admission to go see the movie.
Yeah.
I mean, unless they give you those little, those little rewards that you sometimes get.
But I feel like it's always like you get to like $40 and then they'll give you a DVD.
Well, here's the other problem: is a lot of times with a lot of these Kickstarter things, is they just take the money and run. They're not legally obligated to actually produce a product after they get the money. But once they reach the funding goal, they get the money. Like, if you don't reach it,
they're not all Kickstarter. Some are like Indiegogo, and some are.
I don't know how different those are.
One
from
of them
Kickstarter, but
it's like charity one, because it's that one's raising its shorts for charity. So
okay, that's
in that case, I'm like, I get it, and I mean, I don't really have a problem if people really want to give you the money for it. That's fine. I just feel like I would never want to do that.
So
you got something more entertaining than my moral.
Okay, the band Train, right?
Yeah,
they're just kind of generic. They're just like a band, whatever. They released an album, and it was.
I wish that was the blurb. Yeah, just like a band.
They released an album.
Just like a band, whatever. Released an album.
Well, okay. They released an album, and it was a Led Zeppelin cover album.
Okay.
And
that's bold.
Well, here. Okay. There's a little bit more to it than just that.
If you're bland, you don't want to cover Led Zeppelin.
And you can tell which one. I could see which websites just read the headlines whenever they reported on it, because a lot of them were bitching about it, being like, "Oh, this band sucks. Why are they doing a Led Zeppelin cover album? They're just disgracing."
That's exactly right.
Which is exactly what you're going to think, right? When you hear that, but they won the lead singer.
But they won the lead singer.
The lead singer used to be in a Led Zeppelin cover band to begin with.
Okay.
And then 2, the album was for charity. They didn't get any money from it. It all went to charity. The whole goal of it was, we're going to make this goofy album about, and it's just going to be a Led Zeppelin cover album, because that's a funny thing to do, especially for a band like Train, and then send all the proceeds to charity. So you're saying, and they start getting slammed all over like Facebook.
The meta and the charity combined make it so it's okay. Basically.
Yeah, I think so. Well, I think mostly the charity, honestly. I mean, it was just a goofy thing for them to do to raise money. And then, and you get a silly album out of it. I mean, it's one of those albums that you'll see like 50 years from now, like the $1 like CD.
My suspicion is it's goofy to us, but to them it's like a passion project. But they know it doesn't really add up to much.
I don't know.
So they can create this.
If you had a passion project, would you do it for charity?
If I knew it was bad, but I still wanted to do it anyway and make people forgive the fact that it was bad, yes. But
I don't know.
But to them, it's probably not this silly thing. It's probably like, oh man, my cover of Stairway to Heaven is so good, but everyone hates it. But I had so much fun doing it, and now we can pretend like it was just a goof off. But really, that was my whole,
that's what he always wanted to do.
My life is complete now, and we're pretending it was just a goof. That's my guess.
Okay.
Well, that's my suspicion.
I think you're just a little too cynical, but that's okay. I mean, you're out cynicizing me, and that's a bit much.
Synthesizer music. So you heard some of the Naomi Jones soundtrack?
I did. I heard a few bits. I heard, what was it, like a solid 10 seconds thanks to Snapchat.
Was it the Vivaldi?
I'm assuming so.
I
don't know my Vivaldi enough to.
You've seen Rough Cut part of the movie.
Yeah, but I couldn't place it within those 10 seconds.
Did it sound Vivaldi-esque?
It sounded like, classical music being played through 80s synthesizer, beeps and boops and.
It sounds cool.
Yeah, it does. It sounds great.
It's
already a lot of fun. I'm really excited.
I'm sold. Okay, it's like it'd be like a subpar soundtrack 30 years ago, but it's super cool.
Yeah,
right now.
It's totally coming back thanks to It Follows.
I don't think it's exclusively It Follows, but It Follows used it very well.
Yeah, it hopped on that wave of these cool 80s synthy soundtracks coming back.
Synthy soundtracks. I don't know. You could probably like the Trent Reznor soundtracks.
Oh, I love me some of his soundtracks.
Yeah, I mean they get there probably before It Follows, getting the credit for that.
Oh yeah.
But I'm mad that you've heard it and I haven't, because I really want to hear what they're doing.
Well, hopefully we'll meet up with them soon. We can drink and listen to music. And
you want to hear a cool movie pitch?
Yes, let's hear it.
Sam Raimi is considering directing a heist movie that takes place during a tornado.
I like it.
I'm on board with
Yeah,
that.
that's
Sam
really cool.
That seems to use Sam Raimi's particular skills much better than
he can do, I think.
the Wizard of Oz reboot starring James Franco, for example.
That was a weird choice.
It was, he just, him doing bland stuff is really weird to me because he seems like he should just not do anything bland.
What's up with doesn't he have a new movie coming out soon? Was it No, Don't Breathe? Was he not behind it?
He might have produced it. I don't
okay.
know. I don't really know what that is though. What's
I don't know. I keep seeing ads for a horror movie, and it's like, oh, from the creators of Evil Dead.
Oh, I think that's made by the guy who did the reboot.
Oh, okay. Which honestly, I'd probably go see that because I thought the reboot was all right. I mean, it took away a lot of the fun from the first one.
Visually,
but it was a good horror movie, I think.
I think it was well shot.
Mm-hmm.
The sense, like the tension it was able to build, was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't like because it's like you're taking what I like about Evil Dead, and you're turning it into like a stereotypical sort of. It goes less Lovecraft and more just like Satanist kind of vibe to Evil Dead, and I didn't like that part of it. But I'm an Evil Dead fan.
Fine.
I enjoy that. That first Evil Dead, I swear, I've gone through such a
that was so weird
shift because I really didn't like it the very first time I saw it, but then just recently I've come to really appreciate it.
I think when we saw it at Sumter was the first time I've ever actually watched it all the way through.
That would change things.
I know.
Sure.
I might have been my first time watching both of them.
You've never seen Evil Dead 2 before?
No.
Oh man,
I did not. No. I know. Isn't that weird?
Evil Dead 2. That one really. I'm switching. I'm switching my opinion.
I liked the first one more. I don't know.
It's I don't know.
It was less toned down.
We're gonna lose our watchers if we go on an anti-Evil Dead. I like Evil Dead 2, but Evil Dead 1 for me is the one. That's the one.
The Avalanches are back. After 16 years, the Avalanches have a new album coming out.
It's not like
look,
the Avalanches are back.
This
is music news. You've really amped up the music news portion
I have.
of the show.
Well, you wanted me to talk about music more, so I'm bringing all the music news.
You don't have to talk about music if you don't want to.
All right, no, I like talking about music.
Okay, you like the Avalanches?
Yeah, I do. I found. Do you know who they are?
Yeah.
You really? You do? That's cool. Yeah. I don't know. I discovered them whenever I was at. Whenever I worked at CD Trade Post for a little bit, I saw this album and it was their album. And it was like,
I forgot you worked at CD Trade
Post.
Post.
This looks interesting. So I put, I just plug stuff into the CD player every once in a while. I was like, this is bizarre. Yeah. And so they have a new album coming out. They released one of their new songs onto like YouTube and all that other fun stuff. And so I listened to that.
YouTube and all that other fun stuff.
Anywhere you can stream something, you can watch or listen to it. They have a music video, and I don't know, it's interesting.
PTA directed?
Yeah. No, I wish. I mean, it'd probably be a lot weirder if it was, but
RJ wouldn't give it to you.
She's probably still wouldn't sell it to me. That's fine.
Do you think RJ heard us when we were there?
I swear, she's like up on the balcony. We walk in and she hides.
There's like a little floor up there that you're not allowed to go to. So I always just picture like that's where she has her desk, so she can hear what us rubes have to say on the bottom floor.
I prefer to think there's like this secret like little bar up there, and like it's just kind of this classy little place. Yeah,
if you're cool enough, she lets you go up to the secret film streams lounge on the second floor. This dreamy place.
Oh yeah.
So we saw The Lobster.
Anyway. We did. Oh, at Film Streams.
At Film Streams. We did not get invited to RJ's Secret Lounge.
Not this time. Next time, though.
Next time. Next time there's a Q&A, and,
Yeah, next time she starts playing music videos for us. We can
for you.
Yeah, for me.
It gives you the mischievous grin.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So supposed to be a segue to Lobster.
Oh, yeah, The Lobster.
That's what I was thinking there.
It was fantastic.
Great movie.
It is my favorite movie of the year so far, I'd say.
I don't know if anything will be able to top it for me. I think that was an absolutely fantastic movie on every level.
It gets my Snowpiercer of the Year award.
See, that's where you're going to lose
me. You're
going to lose them with that one.
Let me explain the reasoning for that.
Okay.
The reasoning for that is
weird.
It's a
weird social allegory.
It's a movie with a weird pitch that turns out better than you think it should.
Okay.
Yeah. We can give
and
it.
There's all sorts
we can call it the Lobster of the Year. I think that sounds
Lobster of the Year sounds
from now on.
For many reasons.
You're usually Lobster.
I think those movies are both packed with social commentary, but Snowpiercer is
different. It's
in a much less nuanced sort of social
movie,
commentary. Yeah. Whereas, not that The Lobster is 100% nuanced with all that stuff. It's still kind of blatant with when it's being.
I think
when it has commentary.
It's a blunt nuanced. It's
a blunt nuance.
It's supposed to be so blunt with it. It's supposed to be like, oh my god, here are all these stupid things that people actually say and actually care about, and they blow it out of proportion. That's the whole point.
Short-sighted.
Yeah, short-sighted woman.
And man.
Yes. I totally have rethought my opinion on the ending.
See, I just see that as
I know you
purely
say it
commentary.
Matter.
No, it's just commentary. It's just about whether they're going to change yourself or not. And we shouldn't spoil exactly what it is.
No.
But okay, so
oh man,
do you have your thoughts in a way that you can say with It's always a subplot of Chris getting laid every episode.
When did that happen?
Probably the RJ stuff we were just talking about.
Oh, yeah, I wish.
Can you say your opinion on the ending without spoiling what exactly is happening at that last scene?
Can I say what I don't know if it
does he go through with it or not? How about that? In your opinion,
I think he runs away.
I think that's a fair opinion.
Yeah, I think that's what happens because she's waiting there, and then
there's a million things you can think. Do you have any very specific reason why you think he runs away?
I don't know, but I feel like I'm trying to think what I was thinking earlier. I don't know, just the way he hesitates when he's in the bathroom.
We're getting closer to spoiling.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm trying to.
Hold off. Next week we'll talk more in depth. You get your chance to see it.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch. I'm probably gonna go see it again tomorrow.
So you'll catch everything.
Yes, I'm really excited. What do you think? What did you think about the ending? What's your?
Well, I feel like it's so purely just social commentary when you get to that ending.
Yeah.
That I don't even like. He could do any number of things, and I can see how you could make the argument for him. Mm-hmm. But I think it's just a clever ending, and I think I just ended at that, and that's kind of where my discussion ends.
Okay.
It's a clever movie. It's very funny. It's
oh man.
It gets under your skin. What I love, one of my favorite things about seeing that movie in a mainly packed theater was when you get to the ending, the end credits started, there was this huge sigh of relief. Oh, yeah. Everyone's like, oh man,
everyone was squirming at the last minute. Everyone's like, no, oh my God.
It's one of the few times that I've been completely I don't know, I've really enjoyed the audience reaction being so into that movie. I think a lot of people didn't like the movie at all, but they were so into it for that last minute. And then when it ended, they all had.
I loved honestly every second of it. Like just every single line was just so just perfectly delivered to where it sounds like they actually believe the stuff they're saying every single time. I'm just oh my God, I don't know. What was? I liked how they tied the narration into it because I didn't realize whose voice it was for most of it.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I did not. Once she showed up, I was like, wait, is that her voice? And then I was
Rachel!
Like, oh, okay. Yeah. Well, no, it wasn't Rachel's voice. It was the.
It was Rachel's voice.
Oh, okay, that's right. But no, even after that though, because they still tied the narration in besides just it being Rachel. Yeah. Because it was the one chick reading the journal the whole time. Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. More so than just it being Rachel.
Right. Yeah,
okay. Yeah.
There I was tying together a motif of Rachels.
Yes, Rachels. So many Rachels on this show.
All the Rachels.
We were supposed to have a guest today, but we don't. That's okay.
Were we going to have a guest?
Yeah, I thought we were going to have Naomi on the show.
Oh, I forgot to talk to her about it.
Not even invited? Okay.
Next week, maybe we'll bring Naomi Jones on.
Do you have any more thoughts on The Lobster? I'm trying to think of some more interesting stuff that's going on.
I really recommend it. I think visually it was great. I think it has such a fun tone. And it's one of those movies where it's not predictable because the plot, I don't know. It
manages to jump around quite a bit.
It jumps around enough. It's a lot of ideas going on. It's fast. It's funny. It's tragic. I mean, it's a great movie. I think all around. Oh, yeah. Big thumbs up. This is our Ebert Roper.
2 thumbs up.
Yeah. Except you can only do one.
Why?
Did you never watch Ebert?
No.
Ebert and Roper or Siskel or whoever the guest was.
Oh, each person gets one. Thumb.
So if we both like it, then it's 2. Yeah. Although I think they got sued or something.
We can do this Newlyweds.
Someone else.
Click around and do.
Someone else claimed that they came up with the thumbs up, I think, and so I think it was after Ebert died, but Roper couldn't use it anymore.
Someone trademarked the thumbs up.
Somebody, I think something like that happened. We got a couple comments here. Ponyboy says Chimera was the MacGuffin in Mission Impossible 2. That's where my mind goes. And to be honest with you, I remember 3 things about Mission Impossible 2. I remember him walking in slow motion. I remember that he had long hair. And I remember there was one scene.
Wasn't that the one with the intro when I'm dropping down though? That's the only part I remember.
No, that's the first one.
That's the first one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Same.
Mission Impossible 2, he's got the long hair and he's all tan. And
I don't think I've ever sat through a whole Mission Impossible movie.
I'm not a huge fan of any of them, to be honest.
I was more of a James Bond guy.
I'm not a huge fan of those either.
Really? Not even old ones?
I'm boring.
I know they're
well, then he sent me a Vice article, which I haven't read yet, but I will. He says The Lobster's not up there yet in Manitoba. Nice Guys is his favorite movie of 2016. We haven't seen that one yet.
Oh, I might go see that tomorrow.
He asks how John C. Reilly was. John C. Reilly was great.
He's not in it as much as I was hoping, but he was still really good.
He's a pretty small role, but he's very funny.
But it's a very good role.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's a good role.
He's my friend. He's a lisp.
So, anyway, I got distracted there.
Okay.
But Mission Impossible. I never thought we'd talk about Mission Impossible.
Yeah, we're too classy for that.
I've not seen the fourth or fifth one though, so
I don't think I have either.
I watched the first three and then I called it quits. I didn't really like those. The new Andy Samberg movie came out. Pop Star Never Stop Stopping, I think.
Yeah, the new Lonely Island music video.
Yes, and I've seen some of those, and I generally am like, it's kind of funny.
Okay. I liked Hot Rod. I think Hot Rod is one of the most underrated movies I've ever seen. There's just something funny about. I don't know.
It's creative.
Yeah. I just think it's a fun, goofy movie.
Danny McBride's my favorite part of it.
Oh, yeah. His part's great.
When he beats up that guy and steals his hat.
Oh, goddamn day.
This is my hat now.
Yeah,
that's my favorite part, for sure.
I don't know. There's one part where it's like at the very beginning where he tries to fight his dad and he tries to sneak up on him. He's like, you never sneak up on a man who's been in a chemical fire. And he just some of the stuff they yell back and forth.
Did you see the trailers for Pop Star Never Stop Stopping?
No. Well, I think I saw a commercial, but I don't think I'd say like a
trailer. I don't think I did either. Yeah. Nobody saw it at all.
Really?
It got like $3 million weekend, opening weekend. So
their albums are probably more profitable than that. And they're kind of.
I thought they were popular though. I thought people were like, oh man.
Like 10 years ago, yeah. Like when we were in when we were in high school, I'm on a boat. I'm on a boat was huge in high school. I remember that.
I don't know.
I can probably still rap that song. It's one of the few songs I think I can rap. Is I'm on a boat.
I think I would have thought it would make more money. I think Hot Rod probably made more money than that.
Dang.
Well, how much did Hot Rod make?
I don't know.
Look that up. Talk about something. Be entertaining. Be likable.
Well, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. Have you listened to any of the Lonely Island stuff besides their first?
I don't know.
Do that? No. 13 million? That's not. I don't know. Not bad.
Well, let's see. Let's opening weekend. What was Hot Rod? Hot Rod opening weekend 5 million.
Dang.
So in the 9 years in the meantime.
No, I think the problem with what is it? What was the name of the new one? Popstar?
Yeah.
There's one no one seems to know. I don't even know what the name is. That's not a good start.
Well, I think it was originally called like Connor for Real or something like that.
That's why I'm confused. Okay,
and
I've seen that
to a much more generic title.
Yeah, but I don't know. Even like the commercial I saw made it just look not very funny. You know, like it just looked like annoying pop stars, which is not really something that people want to go see in a theater when you already have to hear enough about them to begin with. And
I'm on your side here.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it looks like it might be worth a sit through on. I don't know. If I absolutely have to watch it,
sit through.
Yeah.
Who calls it? Who says that?
I do.
What phrasing is
whenever I don't really want to see the movie, but I'll sit through it. I'm gonna sit through it.
It's worth a sit through.
Good old fashioned sit through.
I've never heard that one.
I'll struggle through
Speaking of movies we'll struggle through.
Yes. How bad was it?
Oh, I didn't see it.
No, but what you're gonna talk about?
Oh. No, I'm going to talk about Ghostbusters here.
Oh, I'm not going to sit through that.
No.
That's not even worth a sit through.
Judd Apatow. You know who Judd Apatow is?
Yes.
Quote from Judd Apatow about it. I would assume there's a very large crossover of people who are doubtful Ghostbusters will be great and people excited about the Donald Trump candidacy. I would assume that they are the exact same people.
Wait, what?
Judd Apatow.
Wow.
Basically, he's saying if you aren't super excited for it, you're a misogynist.
Yeah. If I don't,
it's a little extreme. I think it's kind of an extreme. I mean, you can just think maybe Melissa McCarthy's not that funny. I think
I just don't think she's funny at all.
Like, it's like it's a jump. Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
It's like I love Kristen Wiig. Like she almost like kind of redeemed it. Like you see the you see the credits like Melissa McCarthy. You're like Kristen Wiig.
It's like maybe the other two SNL people are probably fine.
Yeah,
I don't really know that much. I don't really have any problems with them.
Yeah.
I think if Kristen Wiig wrote it, it'd be probably really funny. Mm-hmm. Paul Feig, I don't think he's a very good writer. He's not the worst director in the world. Like Bridesmaids was funny, but Kristen Wiig wrote it. So
did she really?
Yeah,
interesting.
And so I think that's why. Also, you had Chris O'Dowd. I
also
love Chris
a police officer.
Make Ghostbusters great again, Abe says.
Dang. I wonder what the shitstorm would be if they recast them all as men after they recast them all as women. I don't get it. Like it's
such a marketing ploy now. They've shifted the conversation completely away from the quality of the movie.
Well, it's 2016. Everything's going to turn into a candidacy argument, no matter what it is. Everyone's like, "Oh, I bet you're a Trump supporter." And that's just exactly what this is.
We need a soundbite of that.
Well, I mean, it's on here.
Can someone make a soundbite of that, please, and post it back for us? Because I'd like to just be able to click that occasionally.
That can be your ringtone.
Anybody,
you're a Trump supporter.
Any of us says something like mildly either offensive or clever. Did you work on your Seth Rogen impression?
No, I tried doing it earlier, and I don't know.
You did. You worked on it then.
I did. I tried, but it's just not the same. I don't know what happened.
Okay, well, you owe it to our
next time. One more week. Give me one more week.
No,
one more week, please.
It's Seth Rogen.
Ask
week.
them. Look at the Okay,
how about this? If my Vice picks win then he has to do his Seth Rogen impression. If his win, then he has to do it. Or then he can do it next week.
If there are even any votes. I already got one vote. I'm
already
winning.
You're winning right now.
Okay, cool. We're in a good spot.
You're winning right now.
You can't take your vote back.
No. So let's go through those one more time so you know what. Now you know what we're doing. So if my 3 get more votes overall, then he has to do his Seth Rogen voice this week. If his get more, then he gets to do it next week. So my 3 were. And what's the vicest headline of the week?
I won't be able to do it if you put me under pressure like this.
It's going to be funny, though.
No, it's not. It's not funny
okay,
at
so
all.
mine were...
It's awful.
The pleasure and pain of being a faux incest porn star. We asked a veteran Peruvian ayahuasca shaman about dumb tourists. And what it's like using Tinder in a small town. So if any of those are the vicest article of the week, vote for them. Also, if you just want to see him do Seth Rogen this week.
But the articles you really want to vote for are Driving While Black. Or
it makes me laugh.
I saw that art, like just the headline. I was like, I gotta choose that one. And then the next one is, if you think you have chronic Lyme disease, most doctors think you're wrong or say you're wrong. I mean, I guess they know you're wrong because they're the doctors. And then my third one is, this politician quit his job so that he can make more room for women.
They're all good choices.
They are. They're all so good.
I'm fine with you voting for those because they are very vicey.
Yeah.
They're incredibly vicey. They're so vicey.
New York has a new Robin Hood. This man got charged with 17 felonies for cutting off the cords that go to stoplight cameras. And his reasoning for doing so is they cut the time on the camera from 5 seconds to 3, and the amount of accidents in all these intersections have gone up. So his idea is, well, if we get rid of the cameras, people run the yellow lights and they won't get into as many car accidents. And he's getting charged for 17 felonies for it.
And that makes him Robin Hood?
Well, yeah. Well, dude, apparently... Okay.
I thought you were going to say, you know what I picture when you said he's like cutting something was
cutting the cord.
In that old cartoon Robin Hood where he's the fox. I'm pretty sure there's like really a line of like money bags that he's intercepting, and so he's like got all these bags of gold coins that he's taking. So I'm thinking like this guy has robbed
some very specific
rich people bank, and he's got his like bags of rope, and he's dragging to himself. So he's Robin Hood because people don't get tickets for running yellow lights.
Well, they cut the time on the lights.
Okay.
So they kind of
I got that part.
So that the state can make more money off tickets, basically. Right. And they've been doing it all over the country. And apparently there's actually a class action lawsuit going on right now against the makers of these lights and whatnot because it's unsafe to cut the times down so short. They cut it by 50%. I mean, you know how long you have to go through a yellow light. Now imagine it's half that, and you get a ticket if you go through it at all.
Okay, but why is it Robin Hood?
Because he's not letting them take their money. That's what it was just described as. What's every headline I saw.
How's he hurting the rich with this? Well, the rich get the same benefits.
No, the rich get the money. Obviously, I mean, come on. The company who made the lights gets the cameras, makes the money from the sales. The state gets the money.
This is like if you had the writers of the Bourne series.
I don't know.
Remake Robin Hood.
I didn't choose the title. I was just reading it. It's not really how it was said.
It's Robin Hood, but he goes through all these layers, and it's kind of got some of the gist of it.
Well, he's trying to get other people to help out too. He's like, they don't have to.
He's married men.
Yeah, I mean, it's like we didn't vote to get stopped it.
There's a big guy that he calls little.
Yeah, sure. I don't know. They all wear tights or something.
Anything else in there?
Nah, I don't know. That's about it.
I was a little underwhelmed with that one, I have to say. I got one other thing.
Okay.
X-Men Apocalypse.
That's it. That's all. How bad was it?
Well, okay.
This was the one I was asking about how bad it was. Let's sit through.
Oh, okay. Well, we've talked about how I'm kind of an X-Men apologist.
Okay.
I don't like superhero movies. 99.9910 times.
To the 10th power. I don't know.
Well, anyway, the patriarchy gets the money, Abe says.
There we go. Yeah.
We figured it out.
Okay. Abe understands.
It's Robin Hood taking down
Steal
the patriarchy.
from the men, give to the women.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So anyway, I enjoy X2. I think it's a fun movie.
Yeah, I think everyone agrees on that one, though. I think everyone's like, if you're going to watch an X-Men movie, watch X2.
Yeah, that's exactly how I feel about the series. Okay. But because there's just enough sort of redeeming factors and some of the other ones that occasionally kind of like peek through, I keep tricking myself into going to see them.
Okay.
And they're almost always really bad. Or not, no, they're not always really bad. They're usually just like bland, I think. Kind of like, whatever.
I sat through, what was it called? Days of Future Past?
Days of Future Past was alright, I thought.
Yeah, it was so okay. But it was
just that compared to like Avengers is much more watchable, I would say. But I mean, I don't know. It was But anyway, so then
how was the blue Jennifer Lawrence? Was it almost worth it for that?
She's in the other ones. Too.
I know, but
she's been in. This is the third. Blue.
I'm pretty sure she spends most of her time in Days of Future Past as a dude, though, doesn't she?
I don't remember.
I don't know. She always shapeshifts since she was.
She's not really blue very much in this new one. You'd be very disappointed.
Darn. I mean, just even regular white. Yeah, I guess I can't say that because that's racist saying. I like my I like my white Jennifer Lawrence, but it's. I don't seem to like very many movies she's in, but I still think she's an alright actress. I didn't think she was that great in American Hustle.
You know who really convinced me in American Hustle? I never really liked Bradley Cooper.
Okay.
And then American Hustle happened, and I thought, wow, that's a great performance.
Okay. Yeah, he was good.
It was very fun, very funny. Yeah. When he's doing his Louis C.K. impression on the couch, that was my favorite part. That was hilarious. Really turned me around. Bradley Cooper, the first thing I ever saw him in was Wedding Crashers, and I didn't know who he was at the time.
Oh.
And so I just had this impression. I was like, why do I hate this guy so much?
I think the first thing I saw him in was it
Hangover?
Hangover, yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, even in that, I saw Hangover, and I'm thinking, why do I just naturally dislike this guy? And it's because he was so good at being that terrible person in Wedding Crashers.
Okay.
And so finally, it took me until American Hustle to get over Wedding Crashers.
I'm okay with B. Radley Cooper.
B. Radley.
You
just made it longer, I think. So anyway, X-Men Apocalypse. It's
how many layers?
Not very many.
No,
it was rough.
Man. It was just bad.
This might be.
It wasn't even okay.
It might be the most. There's no energy in this movie at all.
I got that vibe from the trailers. Even everyone just kind of.
They
all seem so bored.
Yeah. It's just
which is such a shame. If you have this series where you can have Michael Fassbender be your Magneto villain, and they squander him every single time. Days of Future Past, he was hardly in it. He's just kind of boring when he's there.
Well, the problem. He and Professor X have the exact same arc in every single one of these movies, and they never develop it any further than that.
Yeah.
And this one's no different. And I don't just the bad guy is so stupid in this one. You could have had it be Arnold Schwarzenegger in blue makeup again, and none of the scripts would need to be adjusted at all.
All over again.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, they have Oscar Isaac, phenomenal actor. And they have him just saying these things. He's like a god. There's one part where he comes out of the pyramid because he's been reawakened.
Yeah,
he's all blue and everything.
Gods sleep is in the pyramids, right?
And he goes up to a TV and he puts his hand on it and he's starting to absorb all this information from this Egyptian TV. And someone's like, "What are you doing to the TV?" And he turns and he's like, "Learning." Oh God! And the funniest part of the movie was Apocalypse at one point hijacks Cerebro. So Professor X is attached to Cerebro and he starts to get hacked. And so they start to realize you got Beast and a few other people are in there, and they're like, "What's going on? What does he want?" And then Beast turns to them really intensely. He wants to connect.
Oh God! See, I think it'd be more interesting if they use since I don't know. Ever since technology's been involved with all these, and they did this in was it the second Avengers one with Ultron too? They always have that they connect to the internet and they gain all this knowledge thing. I think they should do the other way around, having some ancient god.
They go off the grid.
And their one weakness is that we've developed some form of actual technology instead of
Apocalypse tweeted where it is.
Yeah, right.
Let's go get him.
And and that's what happens in the second Avengers is what's his name? Well, no, Ultron pretty much uploads himself to the cloud, and it's just okay. I don't know, but you'd think that
that's how much enthusiasm I can even muster if you trying to explain the plot of Ultron.
That's pretty much all that happens.
Okay, that's all that happens,
and then they drop Russia. Because that's how Russia works, I guess, is you can pick it up and throw it.
And Captain America is a big proponent of them doing that.
He's
going to fight to the death to protect that.
He's like, if we want to pick your country up and drop it, we will.
And you can't tell us not to.
Yeah.
Anyway, so, I don't know, X-Men Apocalypse, you got Arnold Schwarzenegger, Oscar Isaac, comes back from pyramid sleep. He's taking his big nap. And he finds some people to give, because he needs 4 horsemen or something for some reason.
So he's Apocalypse.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. There you go. You put it together. Good job.
Man, I could write these movies. This is great.
So he gives his 4 horsemen / women these really skimpy leather outfits for some reason, and you're like, okay, all right, whatever. Interesting fashion style.
Why
for
does
an
everyone
Egyptian.
have to question skimpy outfits? Egyptians wear skimpy outfits. They're in the desert.
Leather?
Oh, leather. Mm.
Why do they all have weird leather outfits?
I don't know. I wouldn't say leather, but just skimpy. I mean, why not? I mean, sure. You're in the desert.
I don't get the sense that Apocalypse has a sex drive, though. I have to say.
What if he just has a godly sex drive? I mean, come on.
You got no sense of that other than the skimpy outfits he picked for his opponents. Also, Fassbender's not in a skimpy outfit.
Really?
Really?
Normally he like hangs dong in every movie he shows up in.
Not in an X-Men movie? Why would he hang dong in an X-Men movie?
It's Michael Fassbender. I don't know. They'd probably find an excuse.
I think you're thinking of one movie.
Yeah, I think I am.
You're just deciding what happens in all the other ones. Yeah. That's my guess here. So anyway, so he decides, okay, I'm gonna. He trumps it. So he's like, we're gonna get rid of this world and build a better one, and that's all he says about it.
We're gonna make the world great again.
That's really all he
trumps
it. Yeah.
So he's literally trumping it, and he's gonna.
So that all happens, and second funniest part of the movie is Xavier and Apocalypse enter this similar dreamscape where Xavier can walk up to him and they can like fight kind of equal measures. And so he goes up, they're in the dreamscape, there's not really anything around him. He goes up to Apocalypse, he says, "You're in my house now." And then his house forms around them.
Jeez.
And then Apocalypse says, "You'll need a bigger house." That's the quality movie you got here. I saw one of the D commented on. They did a live stream roundtable on it. Okay. His comment was, "This movie was written in 1998 and
it sounds
kept until now."
They kept it in the pyramid until Apocalypse woke up.
I think that's the best comment I've seen about the movie. It's just lifeless. It's I don't know. I don't know why they got excited about this one. They even brought back some of the writers of X2.
Really?
To come in.
I thought, what was his name?
Simon Kinberg wrote the script, but Mike Dougherty and Dan Harris came back to do the story, and they were writers on X2, and so that was part of why I was like, okay, maybe it's going to be decent, and it's just blech. Yeah, very few vegetables on your layers. It's probably better than X-Men Origins Wolverine because that was
just bad.
That was really tough to sit through. This one's probably down there with that, I'd say.
Better or worse than X3? Better or worse? X3 is pretty damn bad. Keep that in mind.
You know, I don't remember it that well, but I'd say my general impression is it's probably around that level. Oh. And one weird thing is there's a part where they walk out of Return of the Jedi. They've gone to see it in the movie. And they're making some comments about, oh yeah, the third movie's always the worst. And I'm thinking, that's weird because is that a comment on X3? Is that a comment on the fact that Apocalypse is the third of the First Class trilogy? Are they just talking about Star Wars? Why is that in there? I had to do the same.
They probably realized how bad the movie was. Like
that's what I wonder.
Yeah.
Is that Bryan Singer?
He was like, "Hey, guess how funny this line was?"
Right. Yeah.
The dude's like, "Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, let's do it." And then
is that Bryan Singer maybe just putting in like an apology?
It could be.
He's like, "I get it. No, I know. I thought it was going to be good, but then now we have Arnold Schwarzenegger, Oscar Isaac walking around." So
which it's weird. They have so much talent. It's all just squandered with all these great actors and actresses in this movie, and it's just like.
Why don't they just make a Michael Fassbender Magneto killing Nazis movie? That was the best part of First Class.
Call it Captain America.
Would it be though?
No, but I mean,
Captain America likes those brainwashed Nazis.
That's true. Well, he does now apparently.
Oh yeah, he's a Nazi now.
Yeah, remember he's a Hydra Man.
He's Hydra Man.
He's Aquaman now. I don't know. I have a few friends that I guess still read comic books, and they're like, "Oh my god, this whole thing is so stupid." And of course,
they don't talk like Will Forget apparently.
No.
Usually, that's what your impressions have been for the most part for like months.
Yeah.
Hey guys, Captain America's a Hydra now.
I guess I have a bunch of hands.
I guess I'm a Hydra now.
Which, I don't know. I just
who cares? Well, that's what they have to do to sell comics. They got
it is. Yeah, they always do stupid twists like that, and then then they usually travel back in time, and they undo everything all over again. And then,
Civil War makes a lot more sense if he's working for Hydra. I'll say that much.
Yeah, I guess it does.
He's protecting Bucky.
Okay, here's what pisses me off a little bit is I almost watch some of the Avengers movies. Like I've seen most of them. I feel like I've seen.
You've seen a good amount.
Yeah,
you've seen enough that you can badmouth them publicly.
What really pissed me off is going from the first Avengers to the second one. If you don't watch all the other goddamn movies in between, you have no idea what's going on.
What did you really miss though?
Hydra's gone.
Okay.
Like that whole thing came and went, and that's a big part of the second movie is that Hydra's gone and S.H.I.E.L.D. doesn't exist anymore, which existed at the end of the first one, and all this other stuff has just changed. They don't acknowledge any of it. They just kind of barely mention like, oh yeah, well I guess we don't have jobs now because S.H.I.E.L.D.'s gone.
Hey guys, we don't have a job now.
And then I'm like, when did that happen? So like all this crap went down.
Were they on S.H.I.E.L.D.'s payroll?
Yeah, that was their whole thing. That was the whole original Avengers thing. Was it was S.H.I.E.L.D. assembling all these people?
And they pay them.
Yeah.
How much money do you think Captain America makes in a year?
I don't know. Hawkeye makes enough. He's got a nice little house out on the farm,
House on his farm.
He's got a house out in the middle of nowhere. And guess who played his wife in the second one? of all people. She's just, you probably would never guess.
No, I don't know.
The actress who played Velma in the new Scooby-Doo movies.
Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, it is. It's very strange. Because I was trying to figure out who it was for so long. And then I was over at a friend's house, and they were all like getting drunk watching the Scooby-Doo movies. I'm like, oh my god, I knew I saw this person recently.
Isn't Julie Delpy?
Is that her name?
Celine, French girl?
I don't know.
I'll pull up a picture. You've never seen the Before movies, have you?
No.
I keep forgetting
Before
that.
movies?
Before Midnight, Before Sunrise.
No, I've not.
Sunset.
Yeah, you told me about these.
She's in it too, isn't she?
And what?
Avengers.
Probably.
Two?
I think everybody's in the Avengers now.
Yeah, but I was wondering who she is because I like her.
She's probably one of those super.
Madame B.
Madame B. I don't know who that is. I don't remember. I don't remember anyone with that name.
All right, well, never mind then.
Yeah, whatever.
I saw some people were getting upset about the fact that Steve Rogers is hooking up with his girlfriend's great niece or whatever.
Wait, what?
The girl that he kisses in the new one.
He kissed him? I don't remember. I don't know.
Well, okay, so the lady that he's with in the first Avengers, who then is like 90 by second Avengers, and dies in the third not Avengers.
I don't even know anymore.
Captain America.
There were too many faces in these movies, you know. It's like, so, North Korea tried to launch another missile.
That's where we're going from that?
Of course.
How do we go to North Korea launching a missile?
I don't know. I just have a bunch of stuff right now. I have another
That's so
topic.
random. Okay,
I have another
let's move
topic.
on. Let's move
okay.
on. Yeah,
okay.
Skip that.
Yeah, no, they
Pass.
tried to launch 4 ICBMs. Guess how many made it up into the air?
North Korea?
Yes.
I thought we just passed this one.
Oh, I thought you wanted... Oh, no, are you passing it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind. Fine. Never mind. What do you have to talk about then?
What do I have to talk about?
Talk about
I might be out of things to talk about. I think that was almost everything.
I'm over here contributing,
North
and
Korea?
you're like, no, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, North Korea.
Okay, what do you want to talk about? Oh, you don't have anything. Okay.
Do you have anything that's not North Korea?
Yeah.
Left? Okay, what else you got?
I don't know. This is just kind of a stupid little anecdote, but I mean, whatever.
That's what this show is.
It is. It's a stupid little anecdote.
It is I mean, that's our pitch. That's our whole thing.
Yeah. But anyways, so I'm at work.
Okay.
We're chilling. We're listening to some music. And I say friend kind of loosely. Coworker is playing music.
Co-people.
Yeah, co-person. Co-human. She's playing some music. She's like, oh man, I love listening to this song. I always picture all this crazy stuff going on. And it's just like some generic like electronic song. And she's like, I always picture it's this big empty field. And there's this kid walking through the field. And he looks up and there's a UFO. And the UFO lands and this alien comes out. And the kid, he walks up to the UFO all tentatively. And then...
Tentatively.
Yes, that's how she put it.
Right.
And then she's like, and then the alien starts doing backflips. And the kid starts breakdancing, and they go off to some dance contest.
I could see this being a.
And I'm just
video.
like,
I mean,
yeah, no, that's exactly what it sounded
Yeah.
like. I'm like, oh, okay. Like it just started off like kind of normal, and like I just love the alien starts doing backflips. Was like her.
that's where it seems like an electronic music video.
Yeah,
that's what
right.
I read.
And
Yeah.
I'm just like, okay, I'm like, sure. She's like, what do you think's going on? And I'm like,
What do you think's going on? What
what
music video have you come up with?
Know, right? I'm like, I don't know.
What have you been doing all this time?
Yeah,
What work do you have to show?
I don't know. I'm like, I'm gonna go back to making bread. And it's like, help me.
Help me. You have some weird stories. The night shift stories are the weirdest, though.
Oh yeah,
By far.
Oh yeah, the dead body one. That was interesting.
That was the weirdest story you've ever told.
That was hilarious. I didn't know what to tell her. It's
the strangest thing that's ever happened on the airwaves between us.
Yeah, but
and
I feel like I've already told it, so I'm not going to.
I include all the weird paranormal people we've spoken
Oh
with.
yeah. Well, this one was weird because it was so real.
Yes,
it wasn't.
That's why it's
paranormal.
weirder than the
That's why it was
aliens.
so odd. Was
Yeah, at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So okay, ready for Walden tweet of the week?
Oh yeah, let's hear it.
Don't look. No, wait. Drum roll. Alright, stop. I drive my wife's truck because I'm a real man.
I love it. I always do, but
I wish he was here. I don't know where he is.
I know.
I haven't heard from him in a while.
you know what we should do is we should have him like record saying his tweets,
Yeah, I know.
and so we could just one tweet of the week. We could just push play.
I drive my wife's truck because I'm a real man.
Yeah.
I miss him.
Oh, me too. I think we all do. I'm sure the viewers miss him as well.
You guys miss Walden? You know, I think we had one vote for the small town Tinder and one vote for your which one was it? The women.
Yeah, the woman one. Yeah, the
So
politician.
you guys, we're at a tie here. So if you want him to do his Seth Rogen impression,
I'll just do it next week.
You guys pick another. Let's do
I'm
one
doing
more
it next week.
Let's go through them one more time.
No, we're not doing it.
One more
yet.
time.
No.
Last time.
No.
Last time.
Okay.
And if no one votes from here, then
Alright.
we'll figure it out. So, the pleasure and pain of being a faux incest porn star. What it's like to use Tinder in a small town. And we asked a veteran Peruvian ayahuasca shaman about dumb tourists. Viciest headlines of the week. Vote for them in the comments.
Tonight at midnight, driving while black. And then, if you think you have chronic Lyme disease, most doctors think you're wrong. And this politician quit his job to make room for more women. Let us know which one's the viciest of the vice.
Viciest of the vice.
Yes.
Vice. Andrew Vice Clay.
Yeah,
Vice Cubes.
Vice. I feel like I had more to talk about. Oh, I had an actual Vice article that was kind of interesting.
Why this is so vicey now?
Well,
This is the viciest show. We've talked way more about Vice than the Lobster.
Well, I mean, it's kind of... I don't know. It's hard to not spoil too much with the Lobster. I mean, it's an experience that you have to actually sit through. And this way, we're saving our viewers from having to read through the Vice articles.
By telling them what the content.
This one could have been an article anywhere. We'll just drop the Vice word.
You know, I have to say, I'm getting very used to saying veteran Peruvian ayahuascan shaman.
I don't know, right? And driving while black is just sounding like, I don't know.
It's sounding normal.
Well, I think my favorite part of it is that it's like a video series apparently, and it's like they're trying to prove that. Like,
that's kind of interesting, though.
Well, the whole thing is traffic stops, and I'm sure no matter how sketchy, I mean, if you dress up sketchy, which I'm sure they're gonna do,
because they're can of worms. We don't have time to get into the racial profile.
No. If I dressed like a hood rat, a white hood rat. If I dressed up like a white hood rat, and that is a thing, especially in Omaha, it's hilarious. But I'm sure you will get traffic stopped. Heck, I've gotten traffic stopped, and I've
gotten traffic stopped.
Look at me.
There's your difference.
Yeah. I mean, come on. I'm pretty sure they just kind of they stop whoever's driving like an idiot, and it doesn't matter what color you are.
Let's pull over.
Oh man,
you've gotten traffic stopped just for looking like a hood rat?
Yeah, I've gone through a stop before. It just happens.
What were you wearing?
At a checkpoint.
What were you wearing?
I don't know. Probably like my I think it was probably my gray button down like it normally is. Yeah.
Okay.
But I don't know. It just happened. I've gotten pulled over like several times. Many times. That's why I don't mess around when you're like, okay, this guy tells me, hey, your headlight's out. Or was it brake light or headlight?
Brake light.
Brake light's out. Brake light, even worse, maybe. Brake light's out. And then I immediately go to the auto parts store and get a new headlight. It's like $5 or taillight.
We had to go film a scene.
No, we were going to get Chinese food
and then film a scene.
We had plenty of time.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, so I go to the auto parts store, grab a light, and he's like, "Wow, I think you're the only person I know who'd go get a brake light as soon as I told you they were out." And I'm like, "I'm not gonna get pulled over." It's like they're gonna pull up, like they come up behind you, they read your plates, they're gonna see who I am, be like, "Oh, we've pulled this guy over like 8 times.
That's that white hood rat again.
Let's give him another ticket." And it's like, why not? I've gotten so many warnings already that it's like I'm not gonna bother getting another one because they're just gonna give me an actual ticket. It's not worth the trouble.
Anyway. Was there a story or something? I can't remember. You had some life experience or something? Did we already talk about it?
No, that was just from...
All right. What else you got?
We already read through them.
Oh, I thought you had one more life experience thing.
Life experience?
Yeah, you said I had some life experience.
I don't know.
Maybe you already said it. I don't remember.
I think you were just asking if I had gotten traffic stopped. I was like, yeah, I got stopped before. Everyone gets stopped by the police at least once.
I could have sworn there was more to that.
I don't know.
Well, anyway, we're about at the end of the show.
Yeah,
so it's that time of the week again. Time to say goodbye to vegetable lasagna and get ready for another one. We don't have a winner, so it's going to roll over into next week anyway.
Well, I'll do it next week regardless. I mean, you still will.
Yeah, we have
in your own way.
We'll have a better competition next week. I'd like to give out prizes again.
Yeah, prizes would be fun. We should come up with an actual contest, though.
I keep hoping.
Let us know how you want to win stuff, and we'll try to make it happen. And then,
no, that's too much power for them.
What if that's what they need?
Power?
Yeah.
No.
That's what all the viewers want.
That's
why they
power.
comment.
Are you crazy?
They comment because they want that power. They want to have that power to contribute into this.
They have power to contribute, but not to decide what we give them.
They're contributing.
No,
they're not deciding what they get. They're deciding maybe how they get it. Don't make fun of my fucking stutter. It doesn't happen very often.
Heck. My favorite's your scat stutter.
That was so weird. I don't know what happened. I kept trying to correct it, and it just didn't work. I got stuck on the first syllable.
You scattered through it.
Yeah.
So, okay. What are we seeing for next week? What's our big review?
I might go see The Nice Guys. I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, Ponyboy's been saying that's good.
You want to go see that tomorrow?
Potentially, yeah.
All right.
Let me see. I don't know.
Now You See Me Too. I saw a trailer for that. It looks really bad.
That looks so terrible.
It's got a real magician in it, though.
Daniel Radcliffe? He's a wizard. He's not a magician.
That's true. There's a difference.
Let's go to Friday. Let's see what the new ones are. Warcraft. I'm not going to see Warcraft. I might see a bigger splash because I still feel like
it might be
hidden in that terrible trailer. There might be a good movie.
Tilda Swinton, man. There's always that possibility that she'll pull through and make it a good movie. Conjuring 2 looks bad.
I did not like Conjuring 1. Did you?
No, I thought it was terrible.
Everyone said it was so good, and it's exactly the same movie that I've seen every single time someone tells me there's a decent horror movie.
Like, oh, it's based off a true story. It's like, no, it's not. Like,
is it true when like the weird zombie nun?
Well, they've gotten, what was it? What were the two people's names?
The Warrens.
The Warrens, yeah.
Lorraine.
They've gotten called out for making up all this crap already.
Did they
that was
start?
That was their whole thing. Is they'd go and they make up all these stories for all these places they were.
Are they behind the original Amityville story?
I think so. Yeah.
I want to say they wrote the original book or did the original investigation. I could be wrong on that.
Yeah.
That first Conjuring though, that was completely just the exact same generic horror movie tropes we've seen for decades.
Yeah, it is. And I didn't get it. Like everyone else thought it was terrifying. Like.
Yeah, what was different about it? That's what I don't get.
I don't understand.
And you have Peter from Office Space, and he's not even funny.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I didn't get it. It was
So we probably won't be seeing Conjuring 2. We've at least narrowed that down. I might see a bigger splash. We might see The Nice Guys. And I don't know, whatever else, I guess.
We'll talk about stuff next week.
We will talk about other things. Let us know what you want Chris to say as Seth Rogen next week.
Oh, yeah, that's what we should do.
Impression.
Yeah.
So let us know in the comments. We got the live chat here, or there's just the normal comments when this show is over. What should... You can write out the whole script if you want. What should Chris say as Seth Rogen on the show next week? He's stuck doing it.
It's happening.
Because you guys didn't vote correctly this week. So...
they voted correctly. This is democracy at work, Tom. This is how it's supposed to be.
Gridlock.
Yeah, gridlock. Yeah. Maybe I filibustered it by running us to the end of the show. You don't know.
No,
that's why I pulled out the North Korea card. It was North Korea, and then
you pulled out,
distraction.
Whipped out your North Korea.
Yeah,
and it was all over from
Whipped out my ICBMs.
All right. Well, so let us know what you should say. Comments. We have the chat. Normal comments. Also subscribe to this show. Quickly,
do we have a Facebook page? I feel like we should. Yeah, you can like us on Facebook.
Oh, yeah. Like us
Tell
on
me
Facebook.
what to say on there.
More importantly, tell your friends to subscribe to this channel, the Movies and Stuff channel, because there's all sorts of amazingly beautiful material coming out every
oh yeah,
few
especially
days.
this one. I mean, look
especially
at
this
look
one.
Look at this cow.
Look at that
come
cow.
on.
Just look at that cow. They also have the debate show. I don't think it's this week. It's either this week or next week. I don't know what they're talking about, but it's the Master Debaters.
I don't know what they're
Abe's,
talking about.
glorious debate show. And the Movies and Stuff show. They're doing, I think it's the top 5 uses of music in a movie. So it'd be source music, not music composed for the movie. And a lot of people have lists on that. Abe and Dan are going to be talking about it. And they've got some interview coming up. What do they have? What's the interview coming up? I'm trying to remember. Bill Sage interview, American Psycho, coming up.
That's interesting.
Next week after this week's one. So check out that. Subscribe to the channel. You've seen the little scroll. It's so hard for me to find this. You will also be symbolically adopting a vegetable lasagna slice. So
we'll send you. I'm not going to say it.
I think I've plugged as much as I can. Any last words? What are your final thoughts?
Come up with something good for me to say, Seth. I need something good to work with. It'll be fun.
All right. Well, let's close it up then. It's about that time.
I gotta do it. Is that how this works?
Yes.
All right.
Goodbye, everyone.
Well, goodbye. This was fun. I'll see you guys next week. You gonna fist bump him?
I'm gonna Breakfast Club.
Oh, I forgot we gotta do this. Boom.